Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through the Western Bulldogs versus St Kilda game, going through how Western Bulldogs sort of dominated the fantasy output game, but didn't get the result just because kicking it round the back and taking 64 marks to 44 as well as 22 more tackles doesn't really win you a game. So yeah, Priest was just amazing there from St Kilda's sake, and also you had Lambert really good, Wardlaw really good as a forward, so looking at that as another option. And the Priest was the best trade-in I've seen all week. I mean, she might even be top of the current output in terms of round points. She's third in that, and you've already got Gardner and, of course, Conti. But I did say Prasparkas there. I did say Maddie Prasparkas would have a huge game, so you can go back and look at my trade targets and actually give it a tick there. So I'm back on the good trade targets this week. Let me actually just bring up who the other trade targets were. Let's see. So it was Gunjaka, failed with that. Maddie Prasparkas, Schultz in the ruck went 65. Forward, King we haven't seen. Craig and Wakefor. What did Wakefor had a decent game? Let me just check here. Defender Wakefor had a 34, and I will totally take that I meant the forward, the ruckman Wakefor. That was 80. I totally meant that. I didn't mean the defender that was 300k. I totally meant the ruckman. But anyway, before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, Blackburn 117, huge from her, 31 touches, absolute huge. Let's just check her out here. My spelling has gone out the window today. Blackburn 994, 97, 77, 117, so pretty good. I don't remember who Western Bulldogs are playing. Let me bring it up on my phone again. I wish they had, that is something that they need to get in next year, is just getting it on the actual app, the fixtures, as that will help so much. So we have Western Bulldogs we're talking about, they play Carlton. That should be, Blackburn could do well there, so we'll see what materializes there as in terms of what is best to get the most cash off and on into that forward line, as I need to fix up Phillips. But as I've said continuously, so Blackburn could be an option over like Whitford, etc., Benici, etc., but we'll see. Pritchard 112, 19 touches, 11 tackles, 1 goal. Let's see Pritchard here. Another midfielder, so yeah, not the best. If I go here and I can just see, are there any outliers here? Edmonds in the ruck, and then Newton 89. What did she do the week before? 50, so not really interested there. I think we had a Berry scout from the previous week, and she pulled up a 70. So, yeah, not the greatest. I mean, if she had gone 70 in that Hawks game, I would have been just like, maybe go and grab her, because, you know, she's proved that she can go 70 plus against the bad, or the outside of the top 5 or whatever we want to say. But yeah, she failed there. And then quickly, who were they playing? They were playing St Kilda. Let's just look at the St Kilda list and see if any forwards or anything. So yeah, Wardlaw, obviously you have Priest here. Patricios 83, she's sort of done nothing. Exxon 64, hasn't done anything really. And then the next one was Richards 56. We're not taking a 56. So there's no real forwards that impacted heavily today in terms of the forwards. Actually, just look at the forwards in general, and you have really Privatelli's you're not going to go with her. So Wardlaw could be one that you just go for because she's in the ruck, and she's got who did we say St Kilda have next? St Kilda have Hawthorn next. That could be profitable for the ruck. So Wardlaw could be just a strategy just to get I guess Phillips off, as Wardlaw will gain cash quickly, and that will be a way to get up there, and you can get a sort of Roberts up to one of the top forwards. Hopefully that's the case. You can do that, but we'll see in terms of pricing whether or not you can do that. And then, so you had that, obviously. Newton, Lamb, Lynch, Smith, all these girls did pretty well. I want to actually just check now, Smith, whether they actually named her on the Smith defenders. Smith was named on ground, okay. So she was just named on the extended bench, and then when teams went out, she actually was named on field, so that's fine. Lynch, Smith, Berry, as we talked about with Berry, 1 goal, 70 points, was alright, but not the greatest. Grant, Wilcox, Coyne, Fitzgerald, George, however you say that name, I'm not going to completely butcher that. neither am I going to butcher this name for number 18 for Western Bulldogs. McLeod. I've butchered that name as well. I'm just butchering names all day today. And then we move over to St Kilda. Priest 120, absolute huge. Look at the last quarter here, 27, 35, 35, 23, absolute huge. I knew she had the role, didn't know she'd do that. So yeah, as you see with my backline, if I have Carney and Evans go huge, my backline might combine for 450 points or something ridiculous. Like my backline currently is sitting at what is that, 301 through 3 girls. So that's even just the 70s from Tiny Evans and Carney here, and they've gone 70s pretty much all year. So yeah, on average, given the team, on average, if we actually look at it, 70 and 75, I should be clearing 446 through 5 in my defenders. If you look at them and think that they can have a good game, say 85 each, then that's 470, and that would be huge just for the defenders, especially because Heads isn't that owned. Evans is getting, Thomas is getting owned, and Priest is at 9.5. So I had two 9.5s and then 18 go huge. Whereas if you look at the defenders this week, I had the top 3, and then Lynch was there or thereabouts. Stein 350k. You could look at her as a cash gen next week, but she's going to climb massively. Belinda Smith as well, but yeah, sort of Sheeran was a little bit behind them by 7 points. But yeah, just having Priest is the massive winner this week, and especially if we have a massive VC, as there hasn't really been that other than Gardner this week. There hasn't really been that massive scorer. So yeah, if you have a massive scorer, if you get if you get the captaincy double points right this week, I could be, even with Phillips, having a massive round this week and jumping into the top 1,000. But yeah, as we talked about with all the Western Bulldogs girls, then we go over to the St Kilda girls. Priest, Lambert, Wardlaw is a watch, just the CEO Price, etc. Patrikios, Exon, Smith, Richards, Xenos, Vesely, Stevens, Kalish, don't know how to pronounce that name, should probably, hopefully when I sort of continue watching games, you sort of get to know how they pronounce names out of the commentary box, etc. So hopefully I get that. McDonald, Boyd, Jacobson, Gutteridge, Watson, McKeon, Plain, Friend, and Burke. But that's pretty much the video. A shorter video here, as there wasn't much to talk about. I probably covered up Priest's stat line for the whole video, but Priest 28, 3, 10, 3 and 2 tackle, 3 and 2 free kick differential sort of sucked a little bit, but when you get 120 out of her, you take it. Knew that role was there, waited for it to pop, and I jumped in on the right week. So that might be the best trade of the whole year across men's and women's fantasy for me. You can probably go back and look at it. I'm probably not going to look at all my trade-ins, etc. in the week that they did it. But yeah, that was a massive trade-in, great trade-in. And yeah, just sort of has allowed me to come back. But obviously I'm not going to come back completely, as some people have better teams than me, etc. More cash on the bench. But yeah, just a really good trade in there, and really happy with that. But that is the video there pretty much. And yeah, I'll see you guys back here on Monday for the videos there. Tuesday we'll have... I might try and... Oh no, it'll be 5 games, so I'm not going to do that. Tuesday we'll have the 2 remaining games that I'm going to have to do, as Monday we'll have 3, and then Tuesday 2 as well. 2 game reviews, and then on the and then you'll have my team review, and then on the Wednesday you'll have trade targets, etc. team, and then team, I guess, tips probably. Thursday we'll have team preview, etc. And then another Swans video to fill the gap a little bit, as we've no longer have any men's content. We'll see what happens with other videos, etc. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan for the next week or so. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.